Heard what NASA discovered. On the planet Mercury, that's the planet closest to the sun, 800 degrees Fahrenheit. Corey Powell's editor-in-chief of Discover Magazine, here to talk about this. And Corey, good morning to you.
Good morning.
They have found what they believe is ice.
Ice and organic material, basically like tar balls on Mercury.
That's extraordinary.
It's bizarre.
This is the planet that's as close as it gets to the sun.
This is the planet it's baking.
How is that possible? Now, the graphic on the screen, by the way, everything you see in yellow is where they believe there are the ice or ice caps. Explain that.
Right. So actually the evidence is now really good. So at the North Pole of Mercury, there are craters that are always in shadow. And Mercury has no atmosphere, so it can be 800 degrees in one spot, and then you go into the shade, and it's 300 below zero.
So everything that is yellow on that screen is a giant crater?
Everything in yellow is a giant crater full of ice.
How deep would that be if there are never sunshine, and it's always in shadow?
Well, the incredible thing with Mercury is, even if you're just like 10 feet out of the sun, the temperature can be 300 below zero while it's baking, just 10 feet away. So these places, because they're always shadowed, they're like deep freezers. Anything that ever falls in there gets frozen and stays there. So what they think happened is, millions of years ago, some comets struck Mercury. The comets were made of ice and organic chemicals. They vaporized, they went into the deep freezer, and they stayed there.
They stayed.
And they stayed.
Well, they thought they saw ice there like 100 years ago or something.
Right.
They talked themselves out of it. Well, why did they think it was there then?
Well, so people were doing studies with radar, and ice reflects radar very differently than rock. And it's one of the things that the military uses this all the time. So it showed up on the radar like, that's weird, ice on Mercury? That can't be right. So they sent a spacecraft there to look, and there it is.
Big question. Why does it matter?
Well, if it's not just Mercury. What this tells you is that ice and organic chemicals are everywhere through the solar system. So the stuff that's landed on Mercury, that kind of stuff landed on Earth. That may be what started life here. And that stuff is landing everywhere around us. It means that the ingredients for life are everywhere. It also means that if you want to send a spacecraft there, you've got water, you've got chemicals, you could refuel, you could do oxygen. It's going to be great for private space exploration.
Road trip.
Exactly.
Thank you, Corey.
Now we know where to go.
Fascinating stuff from NASA, too. Corey Powell. Back after this. Thanks.